All right, Gabe, you're unmuted. Get it off your chest. What is it you want to say?
Amazon 11.
Hi, Gabe. I have missed you. I really have.
I have too. I've
You
been
know what?
bored.
I cannot believe you were the first one to sign in today. That is amazing to me.
Yeah, I was here like at 12, 13 trying to get up.
I was typing a letter to a parent and the time got away from me. So I broke the cardinal rule. I did not show up on time and it was my meeting. So I apologize to you and Ari and Olivia if you were all waiting there.
Oh, I literally just got on, so.
Oh, perfect. Hi, Ari.
Hi.
That hat is adorable on you, but why are you wearing a hat indoors?
Yeah.
I just woke up.
You know what? I wonder about dress code. I guess we can't send you guys to the dean for dress code anymore now, can we? Right. Hello, Emily. Welcome.
Hi.
All right. Well, I didn't expect to get anybody today, and now I've got 4 of you. So I bet a few more will be coming in later. I wonder if some of them tried in earlier and they said, "Oh, she's not here. I'm going."
Crazy.
Let me turn to you guys in the grade book so I can check and see what's going on.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh no is right.
Who's Emily?
Emily Fry. She joined us second semester. Say hi, Emily. Let me see if I can unmute you. You're still muted. Oh no, Olivia's muted.
Why is Olivia? Wow, just don't like her.
Olivia, oh, there you go. Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. All right, it is 4 minutes after our time to start, so I'm going to go ahead and do this very quickly. Hopefully we'll be done in less than half an hour, especially since there's only 5 of you on. So first thing they want me to cover is the Zoom etiquette, and that's basically just manners online, which is pretty much manners in class with a few different things. So you've already done the Zoom extension or you wouldn't have gotten here, so thank you guys for doing all that ahead of time. I have unmuted you just because we're a small group, but once the group gets bigger and it gets loud, I tend to mute everybody so I can not be interrupted. Always be respectful. Make sure you're in a quiet setting. That means no dogs barking, no doorbells ringing, no TVs running in the background. Don't interrupt the presenter or the teacher, whoever that is. It could be one of you at one time. I might throw the screen over to, say, Olivia and say, show us what you did on your homework, and she can pull hers up and show us. So if you guys are cool with that, I could make one of you a presenter as well. If you have a question, everybody find your chat room. So I want to make sure everybody knows how to use it. We struggled with it last class. So go to the bottom of your screen or at the top, I think, and there should be a chat bubble or a chat tab. Pull it up and just type hi to everybody so I can see if you guys can find your chat. I got it from Olivia. You guys should be seeing all this too. Emily, Ari, come on, Gabe. Come on, Gabe. And I got it from Gabe. Okay, so you guys know that's usually where you'll ask your questions. And that way you don't have to stop and interrupt. You can just type it in. And I try and monitor it while I'm talking, but sometimes I get carried away. You know how I am. But that's where we'll ask questions, is in the chat. And remember, if somebody's asking a question either on chat or out loud, listen to them, because they're probably asking what you're waiting your turn in line to ask. And then that way you won't have to ask it again and we won't have to go over it twice. So make sure you're keeping your questions minimal and on topic, and you're listening to everybody else's questions so that you don't end up saying, oh, I didn't know you've already answered that. And then the last one I have is, I can remove you from the session. So if you're breaking rules, if you're being obnoxious, or if you're just not listening to me, I can actually remove you and not send you back in. So you'll miss that session. But the good news is I'm recording everything. So I will post our recorded session online as soon as we're done. And then for the people who weren't able to make it this time, they can always go back and watch it. So that's pretty much my Zoom etiquette. And I hope you guys agree to that and you can do it. So that was the first one. The one that you're probably most interested in is the grades for marking period 3. So did everybody get the letter I sent? Just a quick yes or no in the chat room so I can see if everybody was able to read that letter. Nobody? Okay. Ari, you did not? Olivia, you did not? Okay, are you guys checking your emails as well? Maybe I forgot to, but I'm pretty sure I sent one. Oh, Olivia, did you check your email and see it or not see it?
I don't think I saw it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to resend it to your class since most of you said no. So in that letter, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, in that letter, I just basically told you about the grades. So they've decided for the middle schools and the high schools, that's grades 5 through 12, they are counting these alternative learning plan grades, which was my stuff instead of the alternative learning plan. You know, you didn't have to go and do the alternative learning plan. But if I posted anything in your Google Classroom, and that would be right here from the bottom of the chapter 11 all the way up, there was some work that we posted. Like on the first day, we did a permutations and combinations Nearpod. So if you click on this Nearpod, it takes you to this, and you can actually answer the questions using your pen. And so if the answer to well, let's find 6 permutation 3. Let's do it. So you would go to the keyboard, functions, statistics, and pick in PR, and you say 6, 3, for 6 is the mean, and I mean 6 is the number we have, and we're taking 3 at a time, and that would be 120. So you would go back to your Nearpod, and you could actually write in 120. So I was looking for you guys to fill this out. At the very back of it, there's a 10-question quiz. I wanted you to do that. I was putting the quiz in, but then if you didn't do so well on the quiz in Nearpod, and by the way, when I get these, this is what your classroom looks like. I can kind of show you what people have done. Why are you giggling? Gabe, what's funny?
Okay.
So for your classroom, I can look and see your scores and who's done what and whether you answer the open-ended question. And so like for Ari, I see you got in twice. So I gave you credit for the second time. So good job, but it looks like you didn't do most of the slides, but you did do the quiz and you did answer the open-ended question. Let's see who else. Erin is not done yet. She tried to get in, but nothing happened. Sometimes it was glitchy. Jordan tried to get in and nothing happened. Patrick Homer got in, not much happened. But Gabe, you see, I don't see you here anywhere. So you need to go back and do that, okay? Before you take the test. Have you taken the test yet, Gabe?
No.
Okay. All right, so back to Google Classroom. Let's go up the line. So there was a Nearpod homework, and then this video was just the video in here, so you didn't need to see the second video. And then this was where I teach. If you see a YouTube video with my face in the corner, that is actually how I taught that lesson on permutations and combinations. I probably should have done it first, but I did go back and make a 12-minute video. So if you still don't get permutations and combinations and you're struggling with it, go ahead and take a chance at the video. And then for this, I did another video where I taught, and then this is a homework right here, Z-score homework. So if you click on this, it takes you to this page and you have to answer these questions on Z-scores. So I can tell who's done it by looking in the list of emails. So like for here, if your name doesn't show up in this email, you have not done it yet. And this was just a homework grade. If you just did it, I gave you credit. I didn't record this score. So Selena Johnson got a 10 out of 10. She got 100, but all I counted was the fact that she clicked through it. Now, 1 or 2 of you are getting 1s, and that means you're not really understanding it. You're just flying through it. So please don't fly through it. Try and understand it, okay? And then back to Google Classroom. After this homework, there's some notes on it and another video to watch. There was a normal distributions homework, and that's right here. So you would open this up, and then you either have Kami or DocHub where you can actually annotate it. I did the first one for you. I'll show you how to do normal distributions. If a mean is 405 and a standard deviation is 25, and we want to know probability from 400 and up, you go to your Desmos, and you click on Functions, distribution. So everything is in these middle two tabs, and the only thing in distributions is normal distribution. And we said it was 405 mean with a 25 standard deviation. And to go from 400 and up, you have to click this box and say, I want to go from a 400 to infinity. And that's where I got that answer, 0.5793. I bumped it up. So that's how I got that answer. I went to Desmos. And then the rest of them you have to annotate and then email it back to me somehow. You can either send it as a DocHub or a Cami or something. Do you guys know how to do that? I know you have that, but I don't know how many of you have actually done it before. Have you ever done it, Gabe?
No.
Okay, then the other thing you can do is just copy down your answers and take a camera photo with it and just email me your camera photo. Can you do that?
It's better than me.
You, yeah. Because for some reason yours is the only face I'm seeing. Nobody else's face. Oh, I see. Okay. So can you guys do that for me if you haven't already? Let me see how many of you have done that. Only Olivia and Mackenzie Davis have done it. Everybody else needs to do it for me. Okay. And this is a big part of your test. So you do need to know how to do this. So those were your homeworks, the normal distributions, the z-scores, and the Nearpod. And then your test codes are at the top. I also did some reviews on things. So if you didn't understand how to do normal distributions, I sent a small, short 2-minute video out. The last thing I want you to do before you take the test is do the test review. That's right here in the test review tab. And that's a formative. So when you go to formative, let's see if I can show you what it'll look like. It looks like this. So if I pull up your class, let me see if I can find where everybody was. Caleb is not you. Yeah. So Ari, I see that you haven't done yours yet because you can see that's yours. So if you look down here, Mackenzie's done hers, right? You can see all of her scores, red and green. It looks like Willie did his, but if you notice, he must have clicked randomly because,
Yeah,
I mean,
got it.
even if you were just guessing, he should have gotten more than 0, right? And then Olivia, I don't think you've done this one yet, have you?
I guess I didn't.
Okay, let me show you what the questions look like. So let me just hit this one Mackenzie did. So it'll ask you, find the mean, median, and mode and standard deviation. And then it's multiple choice. So it'll give you multiple choice questions. Let me see if I can find the student view. Who's got birds?
It's the chicks in my room.
They sound really cute. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is what it looks like. So it's going to be multiple choice. You can just click on a box. You'll run this in Desmos. You'll copy all these numbers, go to Desmos and do mean. Do you guys remember that? Where you type mean, and then you put the numbers in parentheses like 10, 12, 13, 11, and it tells you that in the bottom. And for median, you just type MEDIAN, same thing, 10, 12, 13, 11. And then for standard deviation, you would go to the statistics tab, functions, and use the standard deviation P. That's for the population. We're not using this one, we're using this one. And you would put those same numbers in. So it's super easy. You're just using Desmos for everything, okay? So that's what the formative looks like. If you haven't done it, I need you to do it before you take the test, okay?
When's the test due?
The test has been open for about a little over a week, well, a little less than a week. So the test is in Mastery Connect, and you need to go and find.
Test was hard.
It was hard because you didn't do all your work yet. That's not the test.
I've been busy.
Let's see, where is the test? Why am I not seeing the test? Here's the test code. No, these are the PNC codes. Where's the Mastery Connect codes?
Yeah, this is on weird, bro.
Okay, it's down here. It was down here because I posted it on the 26th. So, and then I edited it just today. So here's your new code. But please don't go take the test first and then back up and do the homework. It makes absolutely no sense. You really want to first do all the homework and the quizzes. And the quizzes were here. So if you forgot to take either the permutations and combinations quizzes or the Z-score quizzes, please go and do those before you take the test. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Can we only take those once?
Yeah, you can only take them once. I have one makeup for PNC. Did you already take this, Ariana? Let me see.
Oh no.
You got a 90.
See, look, I can be smart.
You are smart. You haven't done the Z-scores yet. You have to do this one down here. Okay. And if you want to go for 100, try this one because this is one you haven't done. The 90 you got was from the Nearpod video. So if you do this one, that's in quizzes.
Okay.
Okay. And these codes should still be good. Well, they're Morse 24. I think these codes are good. Let me see. Seven one seven four four six. I'm going to have to fix those codes. I think I changed the codes, but I don't know where. Here they are. Here's the new codes in the final notes. So if you're looking for the codes for the quizzes, come up here to the top. I'll try and put everything that you need up at the top so you don't have to go combing through it. But honestly, most of you, with the exception of, actually, Olivia, the only thing I need from you is the formative. I've got everything else from you, so you're pretty good. But the rest of you guys need to do stuff. So let me get back to this lesson they're talking about. This is what they plan to do for marking period 4. We're going to pick up from here. And we're going to teach this way for the end of the year. So the grades are going to be due on the 3rd. That's this Friday. I'm not going to give makeup work for tests given before the break because I expected you could have seen me before we left. I am going to drop at least 2 tests and 3 quizzes. So if I drop 2 tests and you didn't get to one, then that one will go away. But you still have time to take the statistics test, which will count. So make sure you get a good grade on that one. This week is just a catch-up week. There's nothing new being assigned. Only the past 2 weeks had homework and quizzes and tests. We're only meeting twice this week just to talk about what you need to give me and what you don't understand. I'd be more than happy to stay on and go over anything you don't understand, or you can talk to me in private later on. When I give you quizzes and Mastery Connect codes, don't use any other code but your own classes, because if I see your name somewhere else, I'm going to miss it probably when I go to log grades. So make sure you're taking it just for your class, nobody else's. And these Zoom lessons, this is how I'm teaching from now on. So after the break, I expect you guys to show up twice a week. And if you look at the letter, I sent you this in the letter. But our times to meet will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. You guys are white 6 from 12:15 to 1 p.m.
Wait, I have a question. So,
Okay.
like, what if we can't make our meeting? Then can we, like, join a different class?
You can't because your Zoom codes are different, and I'm not sharing codes with each other. So I don't want you coming into my white 5 because then everybody would show up at one time. You'd all wait till afternoon for the latest time, and I can't do that. Plus, I need to know which class I'm talking to because you guys all have different things going on. But what I am doing is recording every Zoom session. So I'm going to post it as soon as we're done, and you'll at least be able to listen. You won't be able to live talk to me, though. And if you want to live talk to me, there's office hours down here. So let's say, Ari, you had something you want to tell me on Friday. You would Zoom in to my Friday office hour. It's either block 2 or block 6, and I'll talk to you from 12:30 to 1:15. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. But remember, Friday's the last day of grades, so don't wait till the last minute to ask me something big, okay? And you can always email me. Okay? So that is how we're doing it for the rest of the year. They are counting grades, they are giving assignments, and they do expect you guys to show up live. Not all of your teachers are going to do this. I mean, I don't know how many other teachers are. I polled my last class, and one guy said everybody, health, PE, English. biology, they're all doing it. And then somebody else said, nope, just 2 of my classes are doing it. So honestly, I don't know what it's going to be like for you for the rest of the year, but I know that I plan to meet you guys live every week, twice a week for 45 minutes, which is half of the time we spent together before. So it should be doable.
We need more people up here.
What's that?
We need more people up here.
I know. I can't believe it's just down to the 3 of you. I don't know what happened to everybody, but maybe they didn't get the note. If you know people in that class who should be here, can you reach out to them? If you have any friends, just email them and let them know. I don't know why they're not checking Google Classroom, because everything is in Google Classroom. So they should know about it. Maybe they're just all asleep.
Yeah, I almost didn't wake up.
Yeah, you look like you just woke up.
Yeah.
Miss Yanarilla, I hope you know that I woke up early just so I could do this.
Do you know it's 12:30 right now? How early is early for you? Well, I'm so glad we had a chance to look in and talk to each other, because I have really missed you. I know it seems ideal, but honestly, I would kill to get back in class with you guys again. Well, not
Facts.
kill.
I want to go back to school.
I do too.
Me too. This is boring just chilling here.
I know. I know. You know what, though? In 4th marking period, I'm going to try and make it more interactive. Like we'll have scavenger hunts and maybe virtual field trips if I can find some good ones. And we'll review that way. Because what we're doing for the last marking period, I guess I didn't cover all those notes yet. What we're doing for the last marking period is all SOL review. Whether or not you have to take the SOL, you must do all the work I assign, because there is no other work for grades. So that's it. You're going to all do SOL review, and we'll try and do scavenger hunts and some cool stuff. Oh, and last, if you have tech issues, you can call this hotline. There's people from Hampton City Schools Tech working all day around the clock to tell people how to fix their Chromebook chargers, their Chromebooks, how to work your internet. Even your parents can call. They said if your parents are struggling with, like, I can't get my internet fixed, your parents can call them and they'll talk them through. So it's a really cool hotline. So I'm going to post the video and you'll be able to look at it. But this is definitely what I would do first if you have any Chromebook issues. Okay. So let's see, out of you 3, it looks like only, oh, Ari, you took the test, didn't you? You and Olivia took it. If you want to retake, I would go back and first do the formative, and then I can send you a retake code if you're ready for it, but you have to ask me for it. I'm not going to post it live for everybody.
You should
Do,
definitely.
Olivia, you did great. I wouldn't even bother on a retake. I don't think you can do much better than what you did, so I would just stick with that grade. But if you want it, you're welcome to it. But you did fantastic. One of my highest scores, actually.
You
We
should
did great.
definitely send me that link.
Okay, but you have to do the formative. I'm not letting you retake anything until you've done the test review and formative, okay? It's easy. I see you got in. You just didn't do anything because I saw your name. You can do it.
Did we get a grade for being up here?
What would you like? A participation grade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I give you the first 2 answers to the review?
Well, cause look, if you put a grade on it, more people will start coming up here. If you think about it.
Oh, that's just more things for me to count and take attendance. And then I'd have to be sitting here writing names down while I'm trying to talk to you guys. And then somebody would say, I was there, you just didn't see me. And there'd be arguments. Honestly, they told us to tell you guys about personal responsibility. And that's what this comes under. It's not reward for everything. It's just being personally responsible. Now that you guys can't show up in class, this is showing up in class, and it's on you guys. And I'm surprised more of your parents didn't make sure everybody was here to attend, because I sent them the letter as well, and they should have. Did your parents talk to you about the letter?
No.
So maybe I missed your class. I'm going to go back and look, but I'm almost certain I can always just resend it. But I'm pretty sure I sent the email.
I was hoping everyone was gonna be up here, so it'd be fun.
I know, me too. Well, maybe after the break. Oh, did you guys know we're still doing spring break?
What you mean?
We're still going to be off next week, just like they had planned. So we are still doing spring break. So don't show up next week because I won't be here.
So no ring dance and nothing?
I don't know what they're going to do. You know, they're doing like virtual ring dances. I don't know.
Bro, they better give me my $40 back. I'm not playing with them.
Miss Yanarella, guess what? I'm gonna be 16 next week.
Aw, and we're gonna miss it. That's spring break. That's a perfect time to be born. April is a great time for a birthday. You're gonna have your driver's license.
In
Is
like 3
DMV
months.
still open? Can you still go to DMV or are they closed?
I can't drive for another 3 months.
I thought when 16 came, you could drive.
The license.
Miss Jonathan, I've been
By the
partying
way-
every day.
Miss
You know what,
Yanarella.
Gabe?
I've been partying every day.
Oh, Gabe. Emily Fry, you haven't said a word. I see your mic is unmuted. Can you at least talk?
Hi.
Hi, Emily. I'm so glad you're here. Emily, I see you did test. The one thing you did was test, but you didn't do any of the work. If you want to retest, go back and do the work and I'll send you a new test code, okay? But you have to do the work first,
Okay.
okay? So I'm
Yanarella.
hoping, go ahead.
What?
What were you going to say?
Oh, I was gonna say Noah Harris said hi.
Noah did?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's not broken. He's great. He's making ramen. So
Homemade?
yeah.
Oh
He's
my
doing-
God. Is he a good cook?
No. Terrible.
You know, this is going to be posted live, so he'll be able to see this. Oh, that's right. He's not in your class, so it won't matter. All right, guys. Well, that is honestly all I had. So I'm going to let you guys go. It was a nice short class. If anybody has anything they want to talk to me about, you're welcome to stay on for a minute or two after, but I'm done. So I hope to see you guys Thursday if you need me. And most of you will probably need to tune in Thursday because you haven't gotten everything done. Olivia, if you finish the test review and you're cool, you're done for the rest of the marking period. So I'll see you after spring break. Okay? You're welcome to join us if you want to, though.
Yeah, I've been bored, Miss Honorella.
I know. You know what, Gabe? I've been bored too. I really do miss seeing you guys live.
It's crazy.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. But how I cleave this jump, bro?
You have to go hit the hang up button on the bottom.